and we start with a video conferencing platform. We really go on offense against a company like Zoom. And they said, sounds interesting. They asked kind of why I thought that might be a good target. And I just said, listen, you've got a company that hits, 25 to $28 billion market cap in Zoom. They've got 300 million users a day that come across their platform, and they have almost zero loyalty. I remember I used Zoom at that time. Zoom was kind of my favorite. But if you called me and said, hey, I've got a real estate deal I want to share with you, or an oil well deal I want to share with you, and you sent me a link to Microsoft Teams, we would have been on a Microsoft Teams meeting. It didn't bother me. If you just sent me a Google Meet, we'd have been on Google Meet. I was on those platforms, Join.me, GoToWebinar, GoToMeeting. I would use whatever. It didn't really matter to me. And I felt like there was an opportunity to build loyalty in an industry where none had previously existed. And so I felt like there were three areas that we could attack Zoom. One was price point. And I felt like they had continuously raised their prices. I know our accounting firm, we did big meetings on Zoom. We had 3 rooms, so we could have meetings at the same time, up to 1,000 people per meeting in each room. And I remember when we moved over to the R-Link platform, which is what we're on right now, it cut our cost by over $3,000 a year. So just the savings alone, I was like, if this platform's anywhere near as good as Zoom from a savings standpoint, it's a no-brainer. The second area that we attack Zoom is on presentation. And really, I would add on conversion as well. This is built more as a conversion platform. And I'll share my screen real quick to show you guys a demo. Kind of the regular pricing, the business pricing. Eventually, we'll launch a full free version as well. But we're still in beta. We've got a little over 1,000 users, so we've kind of limited our beta users as we're growing. But I can pull up a web page pop out, which any of you, if you're on a webinar with us, we could have 1,000 people in this room, and they are in control of their own screen. They can scroll at their own pace. If they go, wow, that business platform, it's got up to 1,000 attendees on webinar. It's got $50 a month. That's cheaper than my Zoom. They can check out. They can start buying right then and there. If somebody says, well, we do slideshows, like we like to present, through slideshows, you can go right into a slideshow here. Certainly, I can share my screen and go through like a PowerPoint, but here I can just start going through pre-loaded slides. It's just as easy for me to present from my phone as it is from a computer. If I'm done with the slideshow, I can close it out. If somebody says, well, our slideshow, we have video, I can go right into video. Normally with Zoom, I could never do that. I would have to share my screen, change the audio, wait, I just paused it so I can talk easy. I can wait 5 seconds for a YouTube ad to finish, and then we'd be watching the video. Here, I can pause it, obviously. I can rewind, I can fast forward. If I'm done with the video, I can stop the video and just close it out. And what's probably the best thing is we have our call to actions as well. So if somebody says, this platform's amazing, I want to buy it, I can pull up a buy now button. And that's a call to action where people can actually make a purchase inside the platform. Instead of going, hey, I'm going to put a link in the chat, scroll down. We've done split testing. You convert at about an 80% higher rate if you can convert and keep people inside your platform than sending them outside of your platform. So I'll just stop presenting here for a second, kind of go back to regular, but it's fully customizable. We're getting ready here in the next few weeks to launch our version 2, which has way more bells and whistles. It's a full-fledged webinar platform. You can do a buy now button, attach your Stripe account or your merchant account, and then you're taking Visa, MasterCard, Discover, Amex right inside the platform. If you accept cryptocurrency, you can set up to accept crypto. If you do contracts, imagine sending me a contract while we're in a meeting together, and I can e-sign it right there in the meeting with you. You can e-sign your side, and boom, we get emailed an executed document that shows the full audit trail. Tony signed from this IP address in Dorado Beach, Puerto Rico, at this time, this minute, this second, and you signed it at this IP address, at this time, this minute, this second. Full audit trail included. That's what we're getting ready to launch, which is next level. So we're beating Zoom on price, beating them on presentation and conversion. But the third area we hit them is we're blockchain based. There's no owners here. It's fully decentralized. The users own the platform. And what's more important about that is the users own and control their data. A lot of people don't realize that Zoom, they got caught back in March through August of 2023. They were sharing everyone's data with their AI. And people got upset, but what were you going to do about it? You could go to Google Meet, you could go to Microsoft Teams. Those guys are better at mining data than Zoom is. So there was no real safe haven to run to. And that's really what R-Link allows for. And with our version 2, we're going to allow a full white label version as well. So like my accounting firm, Jorns & Associates, it won't say rally.r-link.com/Tony. The room name there will be rally.jornstax.com/Tony. And instead of that R-Link logo there at the top left, it'll be the Jorns Tax logo. The color scheme, which I kind of like this color scheme, but we'll change it. It'll be the Jorns and Associates website color scheme. So I can keep my clients inside of our branding, which if I have a choice as an entrepreneur to keep a client inside our branding, I'm always going to choose to do that instead of sending them to a Zoom or sending them to a Google Meet or even sending them into an R-Link. I'd much rather send them to my own video conferencing platform. The other thing that's cool, I'll share an answer if they needed one, ask a question. They were seeing my questions in Portuguese and Spanish respectively. We're getting ready. The version 2, it's probably going to be 5 months to 12 months out. We're getting close. We're testing on it. But imagine verbal translation to where if you chose Chinese, you would be hearing my voice speaking perfect Chinese and my lips matching up. And then if your friend chose German at the same exact time, he would be hearing German and my lips matching up. That's coming in our version 2. We're getting ready to launch our AI note-taking and summarization. Nothing too special about